Hey there, internet fans. It's Ryan Perry with Simple Biz Support, and I'm getting more and more into video marketing just because of how powerful it is from an SEO and from an internet marketing point of view. And so we're running into more questions and problems relating to video editing. Now, one of the key things that I want to talk about today when it comes to video editing is making sure that all your files are the same size, that you're importing a certain file size and you're exporting a certain file size. And a lot of that's really going to depend on the type of camera that you use. Now, in this case, I'm using Pinnacle Studios for my video editing. I have a intro here that I use for the client, and then in this case, it's a testimonial. The key thing is for this video to be the same when I export it. I need this file here and this file here of the actual client to be the same size. So if we do a right click, and in this case, display information, your video editing software may be a little bit different. What I'm looking for is the dimensions of the video. So this is 1280 by 720. And I'm going to go and look at the file that the client sent me. Just a second here, and I'm going to click on display information, and you can see it's 1280 by 720. So both these file types are the same, so when I export it, it will be identical. So let me click the export button. The other thing I want to do is when I'm exporting the file, I also want to make sure that I'm exporting at 1280 by 720 since that's the original file type. So in this case, I have a preset here for 720. However, if the camera being used to actually record that testimonial was at 1080p, that would be 1920 by 1080. I would want to make sure that I'm exporting to 1920 by 1080 also, especially if you're uploading to YouTube, simply because YouTube will upload the full high def, but then they'll also give you subversions automatically. They'll give you the 1080p, they'll give you the 720, probably a 640 by 480. But again, here 1280 by 720. If I cancel that and I go back in and I look at the original file, you can see that the dimensions are the same. So when I export this file, everything is the same. So the first thing you want to do is when you're doing any type of video editing, you need to know what type of file size you're working with. The easiest way it is for me in Pinnacle is to just bring the file in, do a right click, I go on display information, I can see that it's 1280 by 720. Hope you found this information helpful. It's Ryan Perry with Simple Biz Support.